Good morning. Just wanted to do a quick video talking about working as a hospice aide. That's what I currently do right now. Part time. I work as a hospice aide and as a normal regular CNA in a nursing home. Um, I don't know. It's not a whole lot I can say about it because this is a new experience for me, but it's not hard work at all. Other than you're dealing with taking care of people that are in the process of dying or may not live um, 2, 3, 6 months. You could go in, and that has happened. The short time that I have been working, there was a patient that I took care of um, at least 3 times, and he passed away because he was at the end stages of his ailment or whatever. But I deal with death and my regular CNA job at the nursing home. I took care of a resident the other day, and if you've done this type of work long enough, you can look at your residents, and sometimes I'm wrong though. You got some fighters in even in the nursing home setting. But there was this one particular case. This lady's in the process of dying. She's not. It will be surprising to me if she is here next week when I come back. And I said, I just don't think she's going to live the day out. And sure enough, I work a 12-hour shift. Um, she passed away about the 11th hour of my shift. Um, but I knew it was coming. I didn't know when, but it's just the way her body and her facial expression and just it's just certain things you notice about somebody that is dying. Um, the color changes. Um, Usually they start to get cold to the touch even before dying. Their skin's cold sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And like I said, you can be proven wrong. There's this one lady. Sure enough, I said she's not gonna be here. I'll come next week. She's up and at 'em. She's a fighter. But keep in mind, she's like 97, but she is a fighter. And I think it has a lot to do as far as that person. I noticed those that have a good appetite, but not what you say overeat, just have a regular appetite, they last longer. So that plays a part too. If they're taking in plenty of fluids and eating a regular 2 to 3 meals a day. But getting back to hospice, it's probably the easiest work that you could ever do because the only thing you're focusing on as a hospice aide uh, is usually bathing that person, whether they're in a hospital setting, in a nursing home setting, or in their own private home. Like this morning, I have 3 clients to see today. I'm just trying to kill a little time before I go to my first one because they did not want me to come too early. But the first client, she looks like she's got some health problems going on, but she's not bedridden. She's still sitting up watching TV, reading the paper. She's got her pets and things with her in her home. She sits and talks. She's just, but she does have some health problems that could take her any time. Uh, but just looking at her, you wouldn't say that she is the regular hospice as far as just laying there waiting to die. And with hospice, just because there's someone's on hospice, it don't mean they're gonna go. I mean, they can estimate. The doctor can give them an estimate. I've seen people go on hospice and have to come off of it and live another 5 or 6 years. And there's one little lady that is in my set. At my nursing home job. She was on hospice, and she's still here. She's still here. She's like 98 now, but they had her on hospice a few years ago, and this little woman is she's still going on strong. And like I said, the hospice is not always right about that. So they come off of it after so long. Some companies, I guess, it's 6 months, and some maybe a year. It's just according to their rules. And the next one is yeah, she's pretty sick, so she's bedridden most of the time. When you go to her, this is the second one I'm going to see that is bedridden. So I could go in there, and she lives out in the middle of nowhere. So I could go in there and find her already deceased. Um, and that's the chance you take. I mean, I could have did that on my job at the nursing home. So I'm dealing with death and dying anyway at my in the nursing home setting. In hospice, it's just an extension of that. You're dealing with people that are supposedly will be passing away in the next few months or 6 months, however long that the doctor has given them to live. Um, it's just something. And then another thing is hard, like as the CNA is always the one that has to prepare them for the undertaker. I had to do that. Again, the lady that passed on me on my shift the other day, myself and another CNA prepared her. Made sure everything was in order. Changed her. Um, just make sure she was presentable for whenever the undertaker comes to get her. And that's not always easy because it's different feel when you are, I don't know, it's just a different feel when you're touching a dead body. I mean, it still makes me nervous. Because this person is no longer with us. That body is just a shell now. They're not there. They're gone. Their spirit's gone. Everything's gone out of that body that made her whoever she was is not there anymore. Uh, it's just nervous. Makes me nervous whenever I have to do that. But I've done it plenty of times. Prepared the individual for the undertaker. Um, this type of work can be stressful and rewarding at the same time because, okay, the little lady that I'm going to see this morning, the first one, now she's new to the company. She just wants to sit and talk. I get paid the same whether I give her a bath or sit and talk. So when I go this morning, she promised me that she would let me assist her wash her hair or just some kind of personal care or what I'm supposed to do or what I'm being paid to do. But mainly she just wanted to talk. The first time I went to her, she just wanted to use my phone because her phone was dead. She didn't have any minutes, so I let her use my phone to call her daughter. So I was of some service to her because she lives by herself, just her and her two little pets, and it's good for me to go by and make sure she's okay. And that's what I did. I guess, in so many words, I made her day. I was that outlet that she needed to get help. She's there with health issues, and she had no phone, and I was there to help her. So that's one way that um, the type of work that I do. I'm here to help people, and that's what I did. I felt like I had accomplished something, even though she wouldn't let me help her with getting a bath or shower or whatever, or getting anything done like that. I was there to talk to her and to be assistance in other ways. And I took her trash out, you know. Like I said, this is a laid back type of work. Hospice aid is probably the easiest work you can find um, that I know of. Because all the other jobs, factory, even nursing home, you may have anywhere from, I say, 8 to sometimes 15 people on the day shift to take care of. It's just according. Because in nursing home setting, they're usually short of help, very short of help. But again, my experience with hospice, I like it so far. I will post maybe some more videos in the future of how it's going, but right now I see no problem. I trained for the first couple of weeks. Now I'm working alone. That's another thing. You have to be a self starter when you work alone, like I'm doing. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to prepare to go see my first client. So you have to be a good time manager. Of course, as a CNA or home health aide or hospice aide, you have to have good time management skills anyway, to do any of that type of work, because you got to know how you got to allow yourself time with each client. You got to allow, and you got to know what you can do. You have time to do with that client. That's just how it is in this type of work. You got to know, um, if you got 12 residents on the day shift and 6 of them needs a shower, and their lunch is at 12 o'clock. Their breakfast was over at 8 o'clock. Well, you're going to either come in giving showers, if those that will let you. A lot of people don't like to get showers that early before breakfast. So you have to have good time management skills to do this type of work. Any work like this where you know you have to be a self starter. So as a hospice aide, you have to work on priority, priority, and not everybody. If you're not a good time manage, if you're not good at managing your time um, without supervision, then maybe you're better off in a supervised atmosphere where your supervisor has to watch over you. But if you are a good time manager, CNA, hospice aide, or home health aide is ideal for you. Well, I have got to get to my first client this morning. Just wanted to share a little bit of my experience as a hospice aide and how it's going right now. And talk to you all later. Everyone have a blessed day.